Hiya, it's Amy here with Amy's Wares, and today I'm just going to show you quickly how to change the tips on your Copic markers. So you can use this method if you need to replace any of the tips on your Copic markers, but today I'm going to show you how to change the chisel nib to a fine tip nib. And the reason I opted to do this is simply because I never used that Fatty McGee chisel nib. It just sits there unused. And the lovely Kathy Zilski showed me that she has been systematically changing her Copic collection to these fine tip on the other end. And I find this so much more useful than the chisel tip. It is a nice alternative to the brush because it is a little bit of a finer tip, and it also is a little bit firmer. So if you have little tight spots that you're trying to color in with your Copics, then you might benefit from these tips as well. As you can see, it's a lot sharper and smaller than the brush tip. So I'd already changed out that one. Now these tips do come in packs of 3, and I'm just kind of working through my collection. I've primarily just done them with my gray markers at this point, and then I'll move on to my colors. But all you need is something basically to pull the tip out, and I have a pair of tweezers. So I'm just kind of getting the nib ready to go here, and you basically just use the tweezers and pull it out. You'll see I'm struggling a little bit. I think this was actually my fault. I was wiggling it back and forth, and it really was fighting with me here. But on future markers, of course, you know, the ones when I'm not actually recording, those came right out, and I think the difference was you just pull it straight out rather than wiggle it side to side. So you might find it a lot easier than I did right there, where I was just removing the chisel nib. So just do yourself a favor there, and rather than wiggle it back and forth, just try and pull it straight out. And then you just put the new one in. You push it down where the ridge is flush with the tip of the marker, and you're good to go. Just set it down, and then eventually it'll soak ink back into the new tip. So I'm going to show you this one more time. So you just go to the chisel nib side and use your tweezers. I think in this one I ended up struggling so much that I just used the paper towel that I had there, and I think it was then that I realized that wiggling it wasn't the way to go. You really just need to pull it straight out. So I think you'll have better luck at this than me. Yeah, see here, I just pull it right out. So just have a little paper towel there to rest them on. And here I'm showing there's kind of a duller edge and then the fine point edge. So just make sure that you have the fine point tip on the outside of the marker, and then push the tip in so that the ridge lines up with the top of the marker. And that's it. So here I'm just going to show you that one of them that I just changed had already kind of filled with the ink in the new tip already. So it doesn't take long, and there's not much to it. So if you were wondering how to change your Copic tips, either through, you know, overuse, or if you just want to switch from the chisel to the fine tip, then I hope you found this helpful. If you like my video, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Have a great day. Bye.